Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
And
Big
over
up,
the
Rick,
last,
Mike.
big up. Over the last 3 weeks, I've noticed that a lot of heavyweight Muslims have been missing from the park.
All right.
Do you have any comments to make in regards to the fact that Edward Little was convicted earlier on this week on terrorism charges because he was making his way to Speaker's Corner? He was found with £5,000 in his person, and he was coming with the intention of killing Hatun Tash and others in the park. So he's been convicted of terrorism. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I do. Okay, he's just going to change his battery.
Action!
Okay, so addressing the question about Edward Little. Did anyone see the news about Edward Little being imprisoned for life for planning and conspiring an act of terrorism to kill Christians in this park? Primarily a Christian sister, a convert from Islam, known as Hatun Tash. But make no mistake, I am also probably one of the people that Edward Little would have wanted to kill, an Islamist. So here's my thoughts on that point. Firstly, I want to thank the police for saving my life and for saving the life of Hatun Tash. Right? However, we Christians need to recognize that the enemies of the church are not playing games. They are playing to win. And they're willing, in some cases, to kill to ensure that they win. And I want to say to you, soy boy, lily-livered, yellow-backed, middle-class, cowardly Christians, that your polite cup of tea, have a piece of cake kind of Christianity, let's treat the church like a hobby and a social network, is not going to cut it. Our enemies are serious about winning. And it is time that we Christians became serious about winning. Not living in harmony, not upholding liberal secular society, but seeing Christ's reign and rule throughout every part of our society. God wills it. Deus vult. As Christians, we must organize ourselves appropriately, because the fact of the matter is, as we have seen in this park, the police often do not act. There was a murder attempt upon Hatun Tash last year. The person that did it wasn't even chased properly by the police, and the person that tried to murder Hatun Tash is still at large, and the liberal media covered up the terrorist attack in this park just last year. We cannot expect liberal society to deal with this issue because the liberal elites have used up the horizons of their ideology, and they have no ideological resources left to fall back upon to deal with the problem. Only a muscular Christianity will deal with the problem of the Islamist. And so the West must change course. Abandon liberalism, embrace a muscular Christianity that will not tolerate a liberal an Islamist ideology in our land. And let me give you an example of the police doing exactly that. Who knows who Shamsi is? Who knows who Siraj is? On Revelations 22, we have a video of Siraj and Shamsi, it would appear, inciting the murder of Hatun Tash.
And you defend him for killing that. I'm doubting. Defend him what? I'm doubting. Wait, defending who? Mister, stop lying. Stop lying. Defending who? Insult to your mom, you punch him. When it comes to Prophet Muhammad, punch him. Maslaha, punch him. Maslaha. Coward. Go kill Hatun. Go kill Hatun. You coward. Coward.
That video has been given to the Metropolitan Police. Has Siraj been arrested? Has Shamsi been arrested? No. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is we have seen with the Palestinian protests that our police will not enforce the law against Islamists, which means that we need new political elites that are not frightened to deal with the Islamists in our country. Let's be clear. The United Kingdom and Western Europe does not need bitter, ungrateful, aggravating, aggressive Muslims. Those Muslims need us. And we need a government that will be willing to kick them all out and deport them and deal with them legally unless they integrate. And that's what I have to say about the Edward Little question. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?